Hey, what's up, RyzeUP community? Next, we're gonna move on to making one of my favorite one-pot dishes, and it is a mushroom vegan stroganoff. All right, so everything we're gonna do for this dish is gonna happen in one pot. So I'm gonna take a quarter of an onion. I'm gonna put it into this pan. I got it on a medium-high heat, and I am going to put about a quarter of a cup of water in there. And I'm gonna saute those down for about 5 to 6 minutes. One of the things that I love about this dish is that it's really easy to make. It takes about 25 minutes to do the entire process, and you basically cook everything down in one pot, so it's only one pot that you have to clean up. It tastes amazing. It tastes creamy and delicious, and it's about nine total ingredients in the entire thing, and it is just phenomenal. And while those onions are sauteing, I'm gonna chop up these mushrooms. So when you're sauteing onions, the goal is for them to have this translucent coloring so you can see through them. You don't want them to be too mushy, but you also don't want the stove too hot so that they burn. Keeping them on an even level, or an even layer rather, is ideal. So that way each piece is cooking up evenly. So I'm cooking in water because I'm trying to cut down on using a lot of oil, because we're already going to be putting a lot of fat in here with the peanut butter that we're going to be putting in here to make it nice and creamy. So I cooked it in water. You could also cook it in a tablespoon of oil as well for a more traditional saute, but you can see it's starting to get browned up down there. That's going to be awesome. All right, so now we're going to start adding in all of our other ingredients. We're going to put in our mushrooms. Then we're going to add some black pepper, about a quarter teaspoon. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna add a not beef bouillon. You would use beef, like not beef broth. You want that particular flavor. So it's a vegan version, it's a vegetarian version of a bouillon cube. You can use broth as well. Got our beef broth in there, or it's faux beef. It's a bouillon cube, and 4 cups of water. I'm gonna add in our gluten-free. This is, if you've never tried this brand, Tinkiata makes the best gluten-free pasta. I'm not a fan of gluten in general. It's not really good for anybody, but you can always use regular pasta as well. But this is vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, and flavorful. So I'm gonna put about 8 ounces of pasta in there. Mix, get all the scrapings of that browning that was happening at the base of this pan. There's a lot of flavor in there, so we're gonna get that in this broth as well. We're gonna bring this up to a boil, and then we're gonna let it cook down for probably about 10 minutes. And once we got that guy coming up to a boil here, I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. And if you are new to the vegan game, nutritional yeast is like your best friend for making cheesy flavored foods. So if you're looking for that like cheddar type of flavor in foods and you're missing that as a vegan, you can use nutritional yeast and it's gonna give you that very similar kind of flavor. All right, so now to make this creamy, we're gonna take about 1/3 of a cup of peanut butter and about the juice of half of a lemon, and we're gonna mix everything in here together and serve it up with some fresh parsley. And voila, there you have it, mushroom stroganoff.